Everyone was just surprised by Donald Trump. The crypto market is about to undergo a permanent transformation due to a new executive order. Hi there, lovely individuals. Peepo Coin Channel. We had a lot to discuss. All I ask is that you smile at me so that I can radiate those positive feelings. Let's get started. Smith Shitty, push the like button. XRP is currently trading at $3.50. Correct. Down 2.23% from GMT time here. Can see that, although it's not only XRP, we have essentially fallen 3.5% in the last 6 hours from yesterday's peak. The entire cryptocurrency market is retreating. Maybe seen here, Ethereum and Bitcoin are both down about 3%. Therefore, XRP is not alone. As we look at the bubbles, some are red, some are green, and others had significant movements yesterday, so they are still in the green for the last day. The entire market, as you can see here on the right, is red. However, we are primarily in the roller coaster, day honey, one-day onion mode. That's the present scenario we're examining, and it explains why I spotted several XRP pumping channels yesterday, as well as XRP New Alt, correct? Yes, gently, slowly. For this reason, I have no idea what the market will do or how it will respond to particular events. For this reason, I will never provide you financial advice or advise you to buy, sell, or hold. Always conduct your own research before making an investment. That is really, really crucial. Today, we'll see how the cryptocurrency market responds. What do you know? The pre-market for the stock market just opened. There has also been a slight decline from the opening of futures last night to the current pre-market opening. We'll have to wait and see. As you can see, there was some volatility, but the VIX is nowhere to be found. VIX, VIX, VIX. We'll see. The VIX is a little lower, but it's still below 20. I was hoping to see this update. Did we witness 60? Interesting, huh? In fact, it fell somewhat because the day before the market and Bitcoin surged all the way to 116. Not passing 116, that is. In case you recall, we discussed 116, which was the gap's highest point. That did not occur to us. Keep in mind the gap's top, the gap's upper end. Thus, we avoided going into the 116 area. That is crucial. That might be a point of resistance. So keep an eye on it during the following few days, and we'll watch how it develops. We can't mince words when it comes to the likelihood of a rate cut in September, which is still a long way off. Even though there are still roughly 6 weeks left, the likelihood that the Fed chairman will lower interest rates in September has increased to 94%. And this might be the grand opening. So don't you think? After all, he did drastically cut by 0.5% prior to the election, right? He has been extremely careful ever since, though I wouldn't describe it as fear. However, it's acceptable if he cuts by 0.25% and then observes that the economy, jobs, and inflation are all doing well. Then perhaps a wave of cuts will be made possible. And that's what frequently occurs. The 50 basis points wasn't time appropriate and was excessively forceful. We won't go into too much detail about when and why it occurred. We will now need to observe our next course of action and the Fed chairman's ultimate decision. Very intriguing. Following the stock market's successful day yesterday, when it gained $1 trillion, President Trump declared that there would be many more days like this. Even if August isn't the best month due to low liquidity and volume, as well as the fact that people are on vacation and less engaged, many people still look at the month and remark that there is still a lot of manipulation going on because of these factors, don't they? That we might yet enjoy your month. Let's see. Once more, I'm not really sure how it will work out, but we might be able to observe where the stock market and cryptocurrency markets go. Is the White House working on an executive order to penalize banks that discriminate against cryptocurrency companies? An executive order that threatens to sanction lenders who terminate customers for political reasons is a perceived kind of discrimination against conservative and cryptocurrency companies, right? Cryptocurrency companies have claimed that the Biden administration excluded them from banking services, and conservatives have long accused banks of refusing them services on political and religious grounds. For their part, banks have stated that legal, regulatory, and financial risks, including those arising from U.S. anti-money laundering laws, are the main factors influencing their choices. They have attributed earlier decisions to mostly avoid the crypto business to regulatory pressure. Correct? We now have a chairman for the SEC that may be his strongest crypto stance. Correct. Our president, who is highly pro-crypto, is implementing crypto initiatives. Both his children's and his own wealth are heavily invested in the cryptocurrency business. JP Morgan and other institutions continue to exercise extreme caution. No, the president is saying, correct. You can no longer do that. Additionally, according to CZ, the former CEO of Binance, related banks in the United States used to block transactions involving cryptocurrency fiat for cryptocurrency purchases. I take it that this opens up international banking for cryptocurrency because they claimed, listen, there's too much blockage. Many individuals and businesses refuse to conduct business in the United States. There is nothing you can do. It is stuck. It takes too long. Additionally, there were intermediary firms that were attempting to transfer funds to cryptocurrency businesses. You are aware of the MoonPay myth. Because it took place over the weekend, this was a somewhat different story, but it was still related to what transpired with the Trump token. Additionally, they lacked sufficient liquidity to support all of the deals, and they risked going bankrupt. To rescue them, Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse provided them with a 24 to 48-hour loan just to enable those trades. I appreciate you watching, and as I always say, let's make a lot of money. I hope to see you again soon.